That guy Kireth came fifth in the Rennsport event. I kind of expected him to do a lot better, but man, I'm disappointed.
Oh, Alex, how you doing, man?
I'm
what
good.
are you chatting about?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Just with my pal, the Revo Sim guy.
Okay,
talking about Revo Sim and stuff.
I think I was racing this guy yesterday in the Rennsport event. He actually smoked me.
I think he'll say the same thing, but you tried. I
tried my best.
You tried your best.
Well, after racing Daniel Morad, Super GT, Jan Mardenborough, and I beat Super GT. In fact, Sam, our cameraman, we used to race him in Club 100. Right, I'm here with Alex. We're going to talk about Revo Sim.
Yep.
We're obviously going to talk about the PC Revo Sim that I've tried at home. We're also going to touch on console Revo Sim, maybe even like a rough indication of pricing, because a lot of people are looking forward to that. But how's Revo Sim gone so far? Because it's a big launch, it's available, and you've gone the load cell, you've gone for the DD, you've gone for the nice finish on the wheel. Maybe if we stand here a little bit, we can kind of see what we're talking about. How's it been received?
So far, from a lot of people, we've heard some really good reviews on the pricing that we have and also the package. I think some of the most important ones is the feeling of the pedals and also the wheel itself. So of course 9 Newton meters direct drive at the price point that we have with the current discount, by the way, as well. 200 euros off, which makes it $5.99.
That's until when? Just so we know when
October 22nd.
So if this video is live before October 22nd, I think RS 200, I think is a code or something. 200 euros off.
Exactly.
Okay.
But apart from that, a lot of people like the features that we have so far. Obviously, it's a growing ecosystem, so there's a lot to add. At the moment, we just have the brake pedal, the gas pedal, the base, and the wheel for sale in the bundle. But we have a lot more accessories coming soon in the future, at the end of this year and also early next year. And it's going to be exciting a future of what Revo Sim has to offer. But I think the most important part that people don't really remember or realize is the Bluetooth connection. With, of course, the ability to edit the actual settings of the wheel on your phone.
It comes with the mounts, right? In the box,
Exactly.
But you're seeing that maybe with the data, not enough people you think are signing up on the app.
Yeah, exactly. So you can use the app to have the dashboard. We have 4 different dashboard displays. If we can get you in the WRC rig, it'd be perfect to showcase that to you as well. On the D-Box system, but so far we've been doing pretty good. And I think it's a good future ahead for us.
So let's just drill in that a little bit before we move on. So brand new product line, brand new brand, out in the market now, people are using it. You're saying that the reception on the wheel has been good. I mean, I think the wheel looks quality, right, with the materials and the stitching. What about the 9 Newton meters? People happy with that, or people want more? People like, oh, it's too much? Or
from what the reviews we've seen so far, including yours as well, and we've seen some people from articles on YouTube, it seems they like the current force feedback level that we have. Is there a future of Revo Sim at other force feedback levels? We'll have to discuss that at a later time. I don't think I'll be able to discuss that yet, but for now we have the 9 Newton meters, and that's what we're going to have for the console release early next year as well.
And finally on the pedals of the bundle here. They're very competitively priced, right?
Yes.
129 if I remember, or around that price.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So with the load cell and the 3 pedal system, they look a bit different. These elastometers look like they compress quite a lot, so it's kind of a different style to the elastometers kind of being inside. But again, what's the reaction been to people having that load cell? We've seen, like, for example, let's say Thrustmaster, their bundle doesn't have a load cell at the moment. You came out with on. Is that a big kind of feature of Revo Sim? Like, you're always going to not compromise on these sort of things?
Honestly, I think at the same time, it's always form and function that you want to have in sets, especially when you first come out. So with our 100 kilogram load cell brake pedal, it comes with 3 different elastomers in terms of the actual I forgot the word. I think it's there's a certain word that you use to describe the feeling of the elastomer level. But we have
the compression.
I'm an engineer, I should know. But 20A, 50A, and 80A. So on this example, we have 250s and 180. So the red is the hardest one, and the yellows are the soft. So it gives you a really good feeling, and I think the brake pedal is something that a lot of people have actually complimented us on. So I'm really happy to hear that. It shows that the hard work we've done for what the RS Pure is starting to pay off. Of course, you can adjust it with the 3 levels. The clutch pedal is what's coming out later this year. And as you can see, similarly to the brake pedal, you'll be able to swap out the springs. We'll have other springs for you. And you can easily swap that out. The gas pedal, as well, you can see it's a leaf spring.
Yeah.
So you have one motion all the way until the end.
Yeah.
But I think the pedal set is the best reviewed part of the overall bundle. A lot of people enjoy it. They like the quality of it. And it's exciting to hear.
It's good to get a load to the standard for that price.
Yeah.
I have a question, and this might be me being very stupid, which is normally the case, but I just want to check. So for people buying this, when you mount this, you need to remove the load cell, right, to access the screw, to access the bolt onto your rig, right? You need to remove the load cell.
So you don't need to remove. Basically, if you undo the screw on this side and on this side, this brake pedal can actually kind of flip up.
But then you need to remove that as well.
Correct.
Okay,
so this flip piece, you have to remove to be able to take this off.
And you fold it forward.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you can fold it forward. So there's a little slide here, as you can see. So this whole piece can actually fold forward. Same for this one, you can actually reach the screw. And same thing for this one, you have to remove.
I'm not very good at reading manuals, so I was like, I don't really know how it works. But I think that's what they got. I was like, I need to remove.
No worries. We also have on our YouTube channel, on the Revosim YouTube channel, we have tutorials on how to use the software and also how to use and install the sim pedals and the rig. Sorry, not the rig, on the base. We show you how to install it on floor mounts, desk mounts, and of course on the rig as well. So all the different scenarios that people may have on how to install the Revosim hardware. We have all the tutorials for that.
Okay, good to know on that. Let's talk a little bit about console.
Yes.
So, what's happening with console? We know Revosim is coming to Xbox and PlayStation. We know the pricing at the moment here, the standard pricing and the discount. Can you give us an indication of I expect it's going to be more than the PC version because of licensing. Roughly how much might we be expecting or...
So it's going to be roughly 50 to 100 euros more than the current pricing that we have. We'll have more of the exact pricing details early next year, of course. But the thing with the Revosim is we want to remain competitive in the scene. So of course the pricing will reflect that. And I think already the base level of Revosim for PC is also pretty competitive.
So it's going to be 9 load cell and this room as well.
Exactly, the exact same thing. There'll be a PC Xbox version and of course a PC PlayStation version. And then, of course, if you just want the PC only, you could still have that because we have stock of that.
And then you came out with the hub system for the rim.
Yes.
Can we expect some more? I saw some 3D printed stuff in Paris. Any news on that in terms of Formula or other styles?
So that's another exciting adventure that we have coming soon, early next year. I can't give you more details on it, but I think the sim racing community and Revosim fans will be very excited to see what we have.
Alex is excited about this one. And then I saw some other peripherals as well, I think maybe a load cell handbrake.
Yes, correct.
Clamped. Any news on those as well? That part of the ecosystem?
Perfect. If you want, we'll head over to the other rig and I'll show you what that is. So right here is the Revosim WRC setup at Sim Expo. On the D-Box setup, and we have our handbrake and our shifter accessories, and of course the clutch pedal as well, but you saw that earlier on the other rig. So one of my favorite things about the handbrake, and now I think last time you might not have seen it on this setup, but
Can I jump in while you're talking?
Yeah, why not? Hop in.
Let me jump in while you're chatting also.
And you know what? While we're here, I think I'll also give you a challenge.
Oh.
If you can beat a time of 150 on WRC Generations, I'll give you some Revosim gloves.
I'm not very good at rally, so...
Your camera guy will get a good time. You'll get a good time. So can you get a good time is the question.
Definitely not. Definitely not. So which way is to shift
up? So to shift up, you pull it towards you like this.
Okay.
To shift down, push forward.
Okay.
Again, this is a hybrid gearbox. So if you were playing another game, there's a switch on the side. It's an 8-shifter, and now you have an 8-speed gearbox with reverse. Yep, correct. And then I'll put it back to the sequential for you. If you don't like the feel, you want it to be more tight, more loose, we have an Allen key set that comes in the box, and you put it in, tighten it or loosen it. Now the handbrake on this rig, we've mounted it to the side here, which again provides you this handbrake feel as if you would in a car. But we also have the ability to mount it on flats, so horizontal or vertical. And you can either have it pulled up like a car, or you can have it pulled this way like a drift car. Exactly. So there's a lot of possibilities on how you want your rig to be set up. But here we have it set up here. And similarly, I think you've already seen this, but we have the elastomer here. But it's a load cell, and if you ever want to swap it out.
Very easy access.
Very easy access. And there you go. We have springs that come in the box as well. But for this case, we're going to put it here.
Okay.
Just like that. And then this piece is magnetic, so it just goes on, just like that.
Nice.
And there you go.
All right. What am I trying to beat?
So the time is 1:50.
Never gonna happen.
I like playing it.
Whoa.
I just it's been so long since I played one. Like I used to play the Dirt franchise. Like the
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting into it. Yeah. I like the motion on this as well. It's not too much.
Yeah, exactly.